Hey everyone, Mherex here bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Sasha Banks Boss Time. So Sasha is the free card this month, and she is a modern era striker. She has a couple links. She's got the Dog Pound link, matching yellow gems, charges moves of that color by 1 more MP. Women's Superstars, which I don't think does anything. SmackDown, any color moves start with 1 more move point, and Modern Era gems do 5% more damage. She has the one gear, the Boss Time gear, and I believe this is her outfit from Mania. And she looks awesome. The card art is great, and she looks really, really good. So they did a fantastic job with this character model. I'm gonna have 3 builds for you guys. Gonna start off with the 5-star. Probably will be a lot of people's favorite. Not mine. I will save my favorite for last. And it's definitely uses power gems. So I'm gonna have 3 builds for you guys. Um, this one is 5-star. Both of the other two you can do at 3-star. So this one is going to feature the 5-star submission, the bank statement, 12 MP black sub. Place 3 submission gems and do 47,900 damage for 3 turns. Hurricane Rana, 8 MP black, deal 35k damage and make 5 random gems into yellow gems. And the Super Frankensteiner, 8 MP yellow, deal 34k damage and increase your black MP by 10. So the yellow fills the blacks, the 1 black can fill the yellow, and then you got the submission to slow them down. I do not have Rocky Johnson. He would be the perfect coach for this build. He would be 50% more sub damage and 1 more turn. So you'd go up to 7 turns at, I want to say, right around like 75,000 damage for 7 turns. So that would definitely juice up this sub a little bit. We're going to use Kofi for 4 more yellow MP to start. Zombie KO. Black submission moves last 3 more turns, and black gems do 20% more damage. Actually, very good trainer for this moveset. And then we're going to run Shelton. Any color sub move, do 15% more damage per turn. And then Hall of Fame Booker T. Yellow gems do 5% more damage, and you get 1 more yellow gem. So we would be making 6. However, Sasha's month-long bonuses are live, which we'll take a look at when we go out here. We're going to go against Showboat Lacey, class disadvantage on the road. She's got a ton of hit points. She's strapped, and we're not. And she has a class advantage. And this is the free monthly card. A lot of people don't have a female striker, so to have a free female striker is super awesome. If this is in fact your first female striker, take her as high as you can during the MLC. She's a very, very solid striker. Very solid. So we were talking about those bonuses. Her month-long bonus, all color moves start with 2 more MP, and moves that generate color gems generate 2 more, as well as black gems do 50% more damage. So she's got a lot of nice bonuses. So because of that, the yellow move is going to start ready right away. I do have 1 MP starting perk. So for perks, I have +1 starting MP. So let's get out here and take a look. And there's a few different ways you can do this. If you want, you can hit the generate yellow move now, see if you catch a couple yellows. If you want to do a match, you can do that. There's not a lot of yellows on the board, so it seems unlikely to catch him, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the sub. Sometimes I would hit the generate yellow move too. It really just depends on the situation. So we're going to have 6 turns of the sub at 55k a turn. So 330,000 damage. And you can see it is a proper bank statement. That is awesome. They got the sub animation right on this one. Lacey's got a lot of hit points, so we're going to have to do some work. We're going to have to recycle and take her down. So this will be a good indicator of just how well Sasha can cycle back and forth and how viable she's going to be for you guys. Nice thing is, after the sub, you have a little bit of time to get loaded back up. Makes things a little bit easier. That should do it. And now we'll start the cycle back over. Like I said, it's going to take a little bit because she is a showboat and has tons of life. Again, not necessarily a ton of yellows, so let's just go ahead and hit the sub. You could go double fury, you could go armor, you could go vitality. There's a lot of different ways you could go with her. I'd be inclined to go fury, just in case you have to kick out. It'll make it easier. Plus, fury with the 2 words for you, plate or blue bomber, would help speed up the damage. Of course, also escape artist is very useful in the ladies' game. Those are probably the 3 plates I would use, but the 2 words for you would be quite good. You could technically go with the boss plate. So right there, that would have set the boss plate off. However, I don't think that it's going to very consistently hit 6. If it was a choose, I would for sure say boss plate, but I don't think you'll consistently fill it once the month long is over. Now, you could not use zombie KO, and you could use Dolph Ziggler, and that might be enough where you could actually use the boss plate and get it to go off fairly often. So that is another potential route you could go. She is a striker, so she has striker damage, and once you got her strapped up, that's certainly a possibility. Unstrapped, I would not try it. But strapped, the boss play could be viable with Dolph, and especially if you have Booker T or like Hogan, where you can get those extra yellow gems out there and give yourself a good shot at getting 6 connected. So that's a possibility as well. So the sub's doing its work, taking Lacey down. We're more than halfway home. You can see we're not really taking much damage. Lacey's not really going to be able to do much of anything. It's a pretty good control build. I would definitely like this build more if I had Rocky Johnson, though. That's for sure. That would add a lot more to that sub. And she's not close to hitting a move, so let's get that yellow recycled, and we'll hit the sub next turn. Don't just hit your moves every time they're full. Use them when it makes sense. Oh. That board shuffle is the most obnoxious noise in the game. I need to talk to somebody and ask them if they can change that sound. Sorry about that on the ears. I know a lot of people don't play with the game sound on, so if you don't, that's what that noise is. That's when the board shuffles the gems. I rather enjoy 99% of the sound for the game, though, so... Just the board shuffle bothers me. Oh, man, twice in this match. That's horrible. She can't hit a move. We're not really fully recycled. Well, she can hit that move, but I want to try and get her a little bit lower so the sub will end the match if I can, or get that recycle going. That should about do it, though. Let's get rid of those heal gems. So I think Sasha's a very solid card. Um, I think I prefer her gameplay to Ronda. I'm a big fan of power gems, and we'll get to see her power gems after this. They're pretty good. I guess the yellow move was full there. I was too busy yapping. I think if you compare her to like Ronda, I think she's probably better than Ronda. Also, aside from being a striker for your roster, she will cover any Sasha Banks requirement, and they do happen fairly often, and a lot of people don't have the showboat still. And you can get this one leveled up during the month and do it token free and cover your Banks and your striker needs. And there's a lot of times there's power gem line bonuses and feud perks and stuff. So I could definitely see her being more than viable for a bunch of people, especially if you don't have a striker that you're completely in love with for females. I don't know why I switched to her. Sorry, guys. There we go. This is the one we want. Oh, I know why. Because, so for this next build, I'm going to go against a 5-star bronze. Still strapped. Just try and speed it up a little bit. You'll get the idea. We're going to use the finisher and her power gems. So for this one, let's get the moves in. We're changing everything out. We're going to go with the frog splash. And the diving cross body. Now, this is not the setup I like for her power gems, and I will explain why as we're in the match. So the two blues, 7 MPs, both of them. Standing drop kick, deal 13k damage and modify a 3x3 random area into power gems of 15k. Diving cross body, deal 27k damage and swap a 1x7 random area into black gems. And the finisher is 10 MP black, deal 44k damage and destroy 6 random power gems and pin the opponent. A lot of random in this, but the power gems are very beefy. Charge. We're going to go with Lawler for 4 more blue MP to start. And then I'm going to use my last Outlaw Undertaker. Because he's 9k, so he gets a 3% advantage over Striker Nakamura. So 53% more damage on the power gems as opposed to 50. Hall of Fame Bree. I think that's Bree. Yeah. She's going to do, is it 10%? Yeah, 10% more damage on those power gems. And visual glitch, it does work, it just doesn't show it on this screen. And then just for funsies to buff the finisher a little bit, really fairly inconsequential for the build, but I'm going to throw Hall of Fame Ted on for black move damage and buff the finisher up just a little bit. Okay, let's heal up and take on Tricky Nikki. Is a trickster, so hopefully she won't dodge too much. So again, with the monthly perks, no problem starting charged. We're gonna throw out those power gems, and again, it's still saying 15k. Once they're out, they should be. I want to say they're right around 25,000. Yeah, 24,698. So those go out, and if you're lucky, this random move does not go in these 3 columns. Got a better than half chance that it doesn't. It does eat up one of our columns. And of course, I cascade. So we missed out on a lot of damage. We still did 250k there. So not bad. But did lose out on a ton of damage. And this moveset doesn't recycle. That's the downside. So even though the finisher is going to be ready to destroy the 1 power gem that's left, I am not going to have an interest in doing that because I have to recycle. So we're going to take this blue match. You could also use Trickster Andre to help recycle that. And all of us have Trickster Andre now, assuming you logged onto the portal and got that free Trickster Andre. Okay, we'll get our moves charged here. Really, and I said I'd talk about it during the match, the big reason I don't like the finisher is it destroys your power gems, and that's her best asset, and I want those on the board. So, now, when this goes right, of course, I called that ahead of time, she would dodge. When this goes right, you make a 1x7, doesn't hit your power gems, and you don't cascade like this. And then so you'd have the power gems on, you do a swipe, it ticks for a bunch, and then you can hit the finisher or do another swipe, whichever you think's going to be better, and end the match. So technically, I would swipe here, and that would be the best way to do this, because she would for sure be dead with the power gems. But then you guys won't see the finisher animation, and this is the only time I'm going to do it. So here comes the frog splash. And it's going to destroy my power gems and make that finisher hit much less hard. But we'll get a cascade and hopefully finish her off. Good. I just wanted you guys to be able to see the animation. The right play there would have been to swipe a gem match, pin him with all of the power gems ticking. So now we're going to go back to Lacey, 5-star silver on the road, and I will show you guys my favorite build for Sasha. We're going to keep the power gems, and we're going to bring in the one move we haven't seen yet, the backbreaker. Round 5. Yeah. And this is available at 3-star. So, backbreaker, 6 MP yellow. Deal 16k damage and make 4 random gems into blue. So, helps recycle. Same trainers, except we're going to take Ted out and put Trickster Andre in, should we need to recycle those blues, and we will, because Lacey has a load of hit points. Oops. Come on. My BlueStacks is running a little bit slow tonight. Kind of like me, it's been a long day. But yeah, I think Sasha's going to be a really solid striker. Potential to take some advantage, big advantage of some feud lane bonuses, and very useful if you don't have a striker. Also, she's very important to the talent up and the month in general. I plan on taking mine to 4-star gold this month. Again, I would go double Fury in the 2 words for you plate, just to continue helping to make lots of destruction. The only downside is sometimes that can take out your power gems. So now, in a perfect world, we're going to hit this, and it's going to go somewhere. Okay, and then we're going to hit this, and it's not going to take out our power gems this turn. Let's hope. Perfect. And now we won't cascade. Excellent. Okay, so that was 300,000. We even have a blue match here. We can click it, and if we don't cascade, we're going to get another tick. Like so. So there's 230,000 more. Plus, we almost refilled our blues. Yellow's almost ready to go to recycle. And yes, I see the 5 match, but it'll take out my power gems, so I want to leave it alone. I could match the blues. But again, it would wipe out 3 power gems, so I want to get the maximum tick I can out of them, since the yellow will be loaded next turn. So I'm going to stay away from my power gems and swipe this yellow right here. So that was turn 1, and we did what, pretty close to 1,000,000 damage turn 1. So when Sasha goes right, she goes very, very right. It's a little bit less if you obviously if you cascade or if you wipe out your power gems with that random move. A little bit unpredictable there, but she can hit hard, really fast. You could also potentially go armor with her. I like Fury because she is a striker and you're still going to be breaking a bunch of gems, in particular that 1x7 black move will do a lot. So here's another case where we could swipe because we have a lot of power gems on the board and I don't really want to take them out. And we can use this move next turn. Plus, our yellow isn't loaded. So in a case like this, I would swipe and take the yellow to start loading the yellow and get a nice big tick on the power gems, almost 400,000. Also, you could go double armor. Double armor might not have been able to kick out of that. You could even go double armor in Honky Tonk Man. Your power gems won't be as hard, but it would make it difficult to kick out. We have a lot of pin bar to work with, so we should get some swipes, get a chance to reload ourselves. It works really well when you have a lot of pin bar to work with like we did. Pick up the blues. Yellow's almost full. She's almost dead. Put these power gems out, and that 5 match right here should very much end the match. So easily my favorite build. You can see just how much damage we did quickly on a 5-star silver with the most hit points as a showboat. So, free card, but very good, very useful, fills some awesome requirements for people, and is not a bad card at all. This is a great free card. I like ones like this. She looks awesome as far as the card art and the move animations and in-game and stuff. So, yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments. I'm going to take her to 4-star gold this month. I do plan on maxing talent up. Be looking for that video. I will probably do it tomorrow when I get home from work. And other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that really helps me out. And good luck this month.